Bells will be ringing, the glad, glad news.
Hi guys, it's Stuart Williams here from Thirlmere Deacon in our Mayfair office with Jemima Lloyd.
Hello, hi guys.
Hi there. So we've been working with a client for a couple of weeks now. He came to us with £200,000, wanted to start a portfolio in the UK and wanted to put it all into one property. So what we've done is we've actually sat down with him over a matter of time and we've managed to put a model together that I want to share with you guys. And it's a really good example of how to scale a property portfolio in 15 years. Okay, so we're going to run through the numbers. You ready?
Yeah, brilliant,
Okay.
perfect.
So starting with £200,000 capital, okay, that was his original stake. Instead of putting it all into one property, what we're actually doing with that is we're splitting it into 3 properties, so around £66,000 each. And we've managed to get him opportunities in growth locations, in locations that are on the rise, in off-plan development, so you're creating a lot of growth over the construction phases as well. So his portfolio from £200,000 stake is worth £600,000, okay, because he is going to mortgage and he'll have a £400,000 mortgage on that portfolio, okay? So what our plan is with this is for a 4 or 5 year hold, say a 5 year hold.
5
okay?
years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Circa 5 years
Circa
old.
5 years hold, yeah. And we suggest that in that time, because of the locations that he's buying in, he should be able to achieve 20% growth, okay? So the projects that we're working on at the moment, for example, we've got one in Liverpool that's 17.5% under market value now. So that actually should be achieved a lot quicker, but we're being very conservative here. So 20% in 5 years. So the total portfolio value in 5 years should be
Around circa £720,000.
£720,000, so it's 20% growth on that portfolio. What we do at year 5 is we take that value and then we remortgage against it. So at 75%. So what's 75% of 720, please, Francis?
That's £540,000.
540 is the new mortgage. Okay, so we'll pay off the old mortgage, and you've got cash out to the value of 140,000. So you've paid off your old mortgage and you've got £140,000 new cash, new capital to play with. Use that £140,000 to purchase 2 more properties at say £70,000 each at that time in, again, growth locations, growth spots. So that portfolio in itself, what's that times 4?
It's about £560,000.
560. Okay, so in total you've got 2 going concerns. Add those together. What have we got here, Francis? So 720 plus 560.
That gives you 1.28 million.
1.28 million, which already is an impressive portfolio over that time period. But you've also got to add this to, hang on a second.
The 560,000 mortgage,
Yep.
since you're
What's the
leveraging,
mortgage on this one?
it will be 420,000.
420. Can you see that? Can you see that on the camera, Francis?
Yep.
420. So add that to that as well. So
That gives you a mortgage debt of about £960,000.
960 mortgaging. Okay, your portfolio is worth 1.28 million. You've got 960 on a mortgage. At that time, you can be as aggressive as you like, but with this particular client, what we're going to do now is hold. We're going to hibernate for a while and we're going to hold that portfolio for a 10-year period. So in the UK, typically, properties double every 10 years. So properties double in value every 10 years, and that has been that way for the last century. There or thereabouts. I mean, there are peaks and troughs during a 10-year period, but typically it's always on the rise to the tune of doubling it every 10 years. So
Yeah.
let's say we hold that for 10 years. In 10 years' time, that portfolio is worth double.
Double.
£2,560,000.
2,560. Okay. And at that stage, you've still got a mortgage of £960,000. So what we do then, at that stage with this particular client, is we're going to sell off half of that portfolio. Okay, so we're going to liquidate half of that portfolio, which would be 1.28 million. Okay, 1.28 million pounds cash. You pay off your mortgage. Okay, so what does that leave you with? 1.28 million. 1.28 million. Take away 960 equals £320,000 surplus. Okay, so you've got £320,000 cash from the sale of your properties. You've paid off your mortgage. You now have a portfolio worth, again, because you've got half still.
Yeah.
You've got a portfolio worth 1.28 million.
Sorry.
That one's sold. You've got a portfolio worth 1.28 million. You've got a cash cash bonus of 320,000.
Yeah.
And that portfolio, even at 5% net return, okay, which should be what you should be able to achieve with a growing portfolio like that. 1.28 million times 5% equals £64,000. So £64,000 income a year, right? Incredible.
Great.
We're not even counting the income that you've taken in over this time period as well, because that is, you know, a given. It's an excellent income generator. But at this stage, when you want to, when this client wants to hold, he's got a portfolio worth 1.28 million.
Mortgage free as well.
Mortgage free as well,
Yeah.
very important. This is a mortgage free portfolio, so he doesn't owe the bank anything on that. He's getting income up to the tune of
64,000.
And
320,000 in cash as well.
okay, so that just gives you a really good, really quick idea of how to scale a portfolio from £200,000 to this incredible figure in 15 years. Thanks a lot, Jemima. Very helpful.
Thank you. Brilliant. Thank you very much.